This is David Caltharian from Azeroth News Network. The Kingdom of Lordaeron, which formerly enjoyed decades of unrivaled peace and prosperity under the iron-fisted rule of the evil, villainous, and despotic Prince Arthas, is now in its third week of near-total chaos following Arthas' recent assassination at the hands of the forces of good. Let's go to our foreign correspondent for a local perspective. Thanks, Dave. We just received a report that militant forces from the Red faction have seized control of the, wait a second. I think there's blue dots. They just killed the red dots. Now they've got the green dot. I can't figure out which color is which. I think the red dots are humans and the blue dots are orcs. Or maybe it's the other way around. I'm not sure. Wait, you think they're both human? I think there's a purple faction and it just spat out of nowhere. And then there's all these aquamarine dots coming in from the northeast. I think there's like a teal faction. What color is teal anyway? It's bluish green. Wait, what's up with all these colors? The snap is changing so fast I can't keep up. Thank you, Mr. Roberts. The assassination of Prince Arthas is the 8th in a series of killings of high-ranking officials of the Lordaeronian government over the past few weeks. These assassinations have increased tensions in the region and have complicated efforts to build a working provisional government for the transition to a democratic Lordaeron. We can't figure out what we're doing wrong. It seems like every time there's a new leader, he always keeps getting killed. It's like the bad guys have a radar screen that tells them where we all are at all times. The only way you think to stop it is... Got him! 500 points! Well, with increasing violence in the region and increasing numbers of white dot civilian casualties, leaders on all sides of the conflict are calling on the international community for assistance. Thank you for contacting the international community. For assistance against foreign aggressor nations, press 1. For after-the-fact justification for invading other countries, press 2. To report evidence of weapons of mass zombification, press 3. If your government is collapsed and your region is embroiled in interfactional violence, please note that our representatives are currently unavailable right now, but stay on the line. The next available representative will take your call. I am about to interview Prince Lordaeron, the current ruler of Azeroth, who claims to have a solution to the problems in Lordaeron. Prince Lordaeron, what do you plan to do to help solve this international crisis? I'm going to give every Azerothian citizen a free tax rebate of 100 gold pieces. And what will that do to help solve Lordaeron's crisis? Oh, well, I'm sorry, I was reading from the wrong script. That was my plan for how to deal with high prices for ancient energy crystals. What he meant to say was they were planning on sending in a full-scale military force to enforce peace by any means necessary. But doesn't use of government power in this situation contradict your previous statements that the private sector can generally do things more efficiently? I was about to get to that. We're going to do this with financial incentives. We will set up a network of quest NPCs that will collect body parts from defeated enemies and redeem them for valuable prizes. So just come to Lordaeron and try to claim as much of the bounty for yourself as you want. Everyone wins. Really, you gotta love capitalism. Many critics of Prince Lordaeron are protesting his decision to go to war in Lordaeron, claiming that his motivations are more sinister than they first appear. We've talked to some of the protesters to get an idea of what they believe. Mr. Johnson, what do you think of the war in Lordaeron? The real reason for this war is simple. Gold. Lordaeron contains some of the highest concentrations of gold mines in the world. And Lordaeron has a secret plan to get that gold and distribute it to his cronies. What are you saying? They want you to believe this war is about stopping red dots and blue dots from turning into dark brown corpse dots. But it's not about that. It's also not about aquamarine dots or teal dots or even the green dots. It's about yellow dots. The yellow dots of the gold mines. And once he's got the gold mines locked up, there'll be no limit to the size of the army he can build to conquer the world. Except for the 90 food point unit cap, of course. Thank you, Mr. Johnson. That's all the time we have for today. But even if there's really a secret conspiracy to take over the world, there's no reason for you to panic. That's right, learn what you need to know by watching part 17 of our 43-part series on keeping yourself safe from evil. What to do if you're turned into a zombie. That's coming up next, only on Azeroth News Network. Dun, 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 dun.